The 2016 Mercedes C454 MATIC by Brabus. There's a special place in tuning heaven reserved for the likes of Brabus, the German tuner who has made a habit of turning ordinary, if you can even call them that, Mercedes models into pieces of technical and performance art. The latest example of this aftermarket wizardry comes in the form of the C454 MATIC, a sedan that sits in one of the bottom rungs of Mercedes model hierarchy. None of that matters, though, if the German tuner is in the equation. In typical Brabus fashion, the aftermarket company has created an impressive new program that adds extensive modifications to the C454 MATIC's exterior, interior, and engine. As a result, you have a sedan that doesn't feel like it's the runt of the litter anymore. Thanks to Brabus, the C454 MATIC has all of its claws out, ready to swing at anything that comes its way. This sense of empowerment is rarely seen in the aftermarket world, and yet, Brabus has made a habit of doing it with just about every Mercedes model it has worked on in the past. That's the cash that comes with being considered as the best in the block, something Brabus has been for Mercedes models for a long time now. Continue reading to learn more about the Mercedes C454 MATIC by Brabus. Exterior. On the front sits a tailor-made front spoiler that can be attached to the sedan's production bumper. Refinement is the key word here when describing the exterior modifications given by Brabus to the high-performing, four-wheel drive C-Class. On the front sits a tailor-made front spoiler that can be attached to the sedan's production bumper. This component features a central spoiler blade with outer sections shaped like racing flaps, providing an enhanced look to the front section of the C454 MATIC while also helping improve the downforce over the front axle. It's the same story at the back where a new rear diffuser is installed. As an added option, the German tuner is also offering a new rear spoiler that can be customized in different variants. Rounding out the list of exterior upgrades is a new set of the tuner's 19-inch monoblock S wheels. The double-spoke alloy rims are wrapped in 225/40 ZR19 tires in the front and 255/35 ZR19 tires in the back. Interior. Brabus has proven to be generous when it comes to interior appointments. As is often the case, the German tuner is leaving the customization up to the customer with a product range that offers plenty of accessories for the C454 MATIC. If a customer fancies something on the luxurious side, he can avail of fine leather and Alcantara to go with a choice of either wood trim sets or carbon fiber sets. The usual aftermarket tidbits like the new floor mats, aluminum pedals, or side sill plates with a backlit Brabus logo are also available for purchase. Drivetrain. The result is a noticeable increase in output to 410 horsepower at 6,100 revolutions per minute and 420 pound-feet of torque at 3,700 revolutions per minute. At the heart of this tuning program is Brabus' new Power Extra B30-410 plug-and-play tuning module that provides a newly calibrated mapping for injection and ignition into the C454 MATIC's 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 engine. The result is a noticeable increase in output to 410 horsepower at 6,100 revolutions per minute and 420 pound-feet of torque at 3,700 revolutions per minute. That's 43 ponies and 37 pound-feet of twist more than what the standard C454 MATIC has to offer. With these upgrades in the mix, the C454 MATIC is expected to boast a 0 to 60 mph sprint time of just 4.6 seconds, whereas the sedan's top speed has also increased to 174 miles per hour, thanks in large part to the elimination of the electronic speed limiter. The numbers aren't mind-blowing, especially for the lofty standards of Brabus. But they are effective in squeezing some extra attitude out of the C454 MATIC, something we all know Brabus is an expert at when it comes to Mercedes models. Prices. Pricing details are subject to inquiry, so if anybody's interested in dressing up the C454 MATIC sedan, Brabus is as good a place as any to get that positively noteworthy aftermarket update. The The German tuner is even offering its renowned tuning warranty of up to 62,000 miles for the tuning kit, ensuring that the aftermarket program will always be and remain in great condition. Competition: BMW 3 Series by AC Schnitzer. Any talk of the Mercedes C-Class inevitably brings up comparisons with its fiercest rival, the BMW 3 Series. It just so happens that as recently as November 2015, noted BMW specialist AC Schnitzer released its own program for the 3er. Similar to Brabus' program for the C45 4MATIC, AC Schnitzer's kit for the 3 Series was made up of a few aerodynamic parts. The most notable bits included a front spoiler, carbon mirror cover, rear roof spoiler, and rear deck spoiler. AC Schnitzer also offered a few cosmetic goodies in the form of design stripes, a rear skirt protective film, and a variety of AC1 alloy wheel options ranging from 18, 19, and 20-inch sizes. Engine upgrades are also available with this program, but since we're talking about the C45 4MATIC, the closest comp to it would be the 335i, which received its own performance bump to 360 ponies. It's not as high as what Brabus got out of the Mercedes, but it's still good enough to hold its own. Read our full review here. Audi S3 by Apt Sportsline. We're continuing with our theme here of lining up the C454 MATIC with its direct competitors. This time, it's the Apt Sportsline's kit for the Audi S3. Just like SC Schnitzer's program for the 3 Series, Apt opted to focus on the S3's 2.0-liter inline-4 engine. The tuner accomplished that through its own new generation system, a state-of-the-art operating system with its own control unit to improve the S3's output from 296 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque all the way up to 370 horsepower and 339 pound-feet of torque. The result of these modifications allowed the S3 to improve its 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint time to 4.5 seconds. Top speed also went up to 165 miles per hour, a 10 mph increase from the standard S3's top speed of 155 miles per hour. Those are some meaty numbers that should give the C45 4MATIC a run for its money. In addition to the engine kit, Apt Sportsline also added a few exterior and interior bits, including fender inserts made from high-quality ABS plastic, integrated entrance lights, floor mats, and air caps. New Dr. wheels, measuring 18, 19, or 20-inch variants are also available in either gunmetal or mystic black finish. Read our full review here. Conclusion: if you own a Mercedes and you want an aftermarket company to work on it, Brabus is where you want to go. The German tuner specializes on Mercedes to the point that some of its tuning kits have ended up scooping world records. That's the extent of the expertise Brabus has when it comes to Mercedes models. Granted, this particular program for the C454 MATIC doesn't even approach any of the Brabus rockets we've seen in the past, but for as long as you understand that Brabus is responsible for this program, you can rest easy knowing that you're in great hands. By and large, Brabus is one of the best, if not the best, Mercedes tuners in the world. You can take that to the bank. Love it. Over 400 ponies as pretty stout interior customization lets you personalize the cabin. It's Brabus. Need I say more? Leave it. Not as powerful as I expected it to be. Price could be an issue, especially if the kit is imported. You could just opt for something else.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.